So I'm Liam Halpin. I'm a freelance system designer and increasingly these days working as technology support for live concerts. I've designed the system for the Royal Albert Hall for the Teenage Cancer Trust shows. I think it's 5 or 6 times out of the last 6 or 7 years. I've been designing systems for the Royal Albert Hall and working on installing them for nearly 17 years now. So I know the venue very well. I'm working for Entech Sound and Light, who have always had a good relationship with the venue and have supplied the system for the Teenage Cancer Trust shows since its inception in the year 2000. So this is our 15th year of the charity event. We've had somewhere in the region of 300,000 people through the doors over the course of the 15 years. Roger Daltrey curates the shows and is a patron of the charity. So I believe the initial beginnings of the week of shows here at the Albert Hall was driven by Roger. And as a result, this year we have a lineup including The Who, Paul Weller. We started with Stereophonics. We had Morrison yesterday. We always have an evening of comedy, which this year was hosted by Kevin Bridges. We've got Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, and we finished the week with Frank Turner. Well, with the expanding IP-based networking that's now involved as a matter of course on shows, the myMix allows us to decentralise our communication systems so that we're no longer spending time actually mixing the shout system on these festivals. This event is essentially a week-long festival. Although we're not in a field, it's just as technically challenging. The venue's acoustically challenging, as is well known, and communication is key. So we've used the myMix system to decentralise it, allow a greater degree of localised control, and it just piggybacks onto the network that we already have installed. So we actually have myMix compatible ports on every one of our 24 network switches across the network. As part of the communication system, it means that we have a unit at front of house, a unit at monitor desk. We have 2 in the patch location. And because of the level of communication that's required for this event, we're using 6-channel comms system, which is a traditional 2-wire comms system. The myMix is actually hooked into that as well. So we're able to set, and so during a busy line check, the front of house guys and monitor guys are able to just talk onto a microphone and still have a direct link to the patch guys who are running around on a radio system, a radio communication system. Well, prior to using the myMix, we were using a 20-channel rack mount mixer, which is a 10U box in a rack. And with the myMix, we've condensed that down to a 2U drawer with a couple of myMix units sitting in the drawer, all driven off the PoE switches that are all over our network. So we don't have to worry about power supplies, and we just plug it in and go, basically.